Alright, and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. I've made it to Manon, and I'm gonna see what happens here. East Central, does that sound about right to me? Having fun. Looks like there's something about to happen over there, which I'm going to get to as soon as I'm done there. Messing with my phone. Would like to you know, darn this. There we go. Okay, and now to stop the fight.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris? Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Pardon. General Store. Hi, droid.
Much for all this stuff, Tybark.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog.
Thanks, Tybark. Catch you next week.
Okay. Sorry, messing with this stuff.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Just cranky to patslimo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Chua pengti. Yun patisa. Dichuba jik. Tong hit wama agi inko tune. Porta.
Ooh, item. Let me sell some stuff first. Alright, let's see here. Compute. Oh, do I even need the Sand People clothes? I don't get any money for it, so the answer is no. So one of those. I don't want that. I got one of them. Let's see. I just need one. Not many of us can use lightsabers, and I kind of like what I have. But, I should probably work on, sorry. I've been listening to someone with an Irish accent. So my Irish accent might come out a bit, even though I'm actually not Irish. Bowcaster. Get rid of that nonsense. Let's see. Whoops, I want to buy something. Do we have a workbench around here somewhere? No? Okay. It's this way. It's a door. Ooh, Republic Emissary. Nice. Hello, Roland.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As
Thank
the
you.
official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid. Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either. Oh, of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council. An ancient and forgotten race. Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first. No. We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Faraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface,
Oh,
it encountered
it's
difficulties and was
this
disabled.
level.
Its automatic systems floated
Duh.
it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back. It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do. There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. Good. That's a logical place to start. But you should... We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays.
No.
Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a passcard to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first? wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet. The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now? Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while. What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch. Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind out completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback. It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, you may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then? Hey you, wake up.
Why? You're not. You lied.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. I am Sith. I will never betray them. Why? Why? You're not. Ha! Worth my while. The Sith don't pay very well, but they'd kill me.
The Sith will never...
But they wouldn't. Please, please don't hurt me. Why? What?
Gutless Sith worm is all... Damn!
Why? You're not. Ha!
The Sith will...
No. Please. Why?
Damn!
Why? You're not. Ha!
The Sith will...
Never. There's... Why? What?
Of course, they...
You can't do this to me.
The gutless...
Ha! Nothing you could do to us. Why? Ha!
Damn! Giving up so soon? I think he...
Hmm.
You're back. Dude. Let's get it.
Boy. You're not. Ha.
The Sith will.
Never. There's nothing. Boy. Boy. What? Nothing.
The gutless.
Ah,
Of course, they.
you can't do this to me. They would. Boy.
Damn!
Boy. What do you want? You're not. Ha.
The Sith.
Never. There's nothing. Boy. What?
Of course, they.
The Sith are not that easy to.
The gut.
He. Nothing you could. Boy. You think. Do whatever. Ha! Boy.
Hmm.
Boy. You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic. You think
The Sith.
never. There's no.
That's too many
Boy.
failures.
Boy. You're not. There's nothing.
The Sith.
You. Boy. What?
The gut.
Ah.
Of course.
This. Boy. You.
Damn! Giving up.
Hmm.
Have you managed to retrieve time?
Sorry, buddy, but ever since the murder, the Cellcath have made me keep this place locked up. This old Republic war hero by the name of Sunry was seeing the Sith woman here, Alasa. Well, they were seeing each other, but the other night a blaster went off in one of the rooms. Sunry got seen leaving, but not everyone thinks this Sunry did it. So the Cellcath are holding him in prison, but enough about my problems.
Hmm. Water. Hello. Swoop races.
This street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind the cell.
Let's see if I can do it. I don't think I made it. I forget what it was. Was it 23 or 28? Because I kept hitting things. I did. Let's try that again, shall we? I sold some stuff. I made money. Still didn't make it. I wish you could see my hands under my chin. I know. My two favorite things. Two favorite things are Pazak and swoop racing, and I batted both. Ooh, Yortal's Emporium.
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell it? Down.
Ooh, I don't have money for that. I don't have money for any of them. Sorry, got something. Ah, this must be the Sith base. Hello. Yeah, I'm not there yet. Hold on.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our term. The strings of numbers that end the code sequencing. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing, since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely.
Thank you. Oops. 2 plus 4. What did he say? 1, 2. What? I missed all of the tips he gave me too. I was distracted. Mm. 21 minus 18. If it's 21, 18, 16, 15, 15, 16, I'm gonna assume 18 because it seems to repeat. 2, 4, 8, 16, 4, 8, 16, 16 plus 16 is 32. 32 plus 32 is the one ending in 4. A 6. It's the same thing, only backwards, so 2. 1, what? According to the website I found, this would be a 6. What, 2, 8, 8, 20, what? Yippee, I guessed on at least one of those. I only looked at the website when I couldn't do it on my own. I was homeschooled by a math major. I know something. Just because I want
You're
to.
back. Let's get it.
What? What?
1, course they would.
You can't do that.
The gut.
He wouldn't. Not. Or. You're not. Ha. There's nothing.
The Sith.
Never. Or.
Damn.
Or. What?
Of course they.
You can't.
The gut.
He wouldn't. Or. You're. Ha.
The Sith would.
Never.
Damn. Giving up.
I am giving up. I already have a way in. How am I at 42? And because I need to do this at some point, just so you know, not only do I stream, like post these videos on YouTube, I also stream on YouTube, as well as on Twitch. And while I'm walking, you know, to my next thing, I have found out that I think I'm 8 followers away from the possibility of becoming affiliate and being able to do stuff there as well. I'm going to keep hoping to do both at the same time. But just with the idea of being able to possibly make a little extra money. Not enough to make this my career, obviously.
Please, you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the
Uh-oh.
Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Laura. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts.
Don't worry, Laura.
The Traveler? Sorry.
Got something on your mind? What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become, he was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Ooh, I get to play Phoenix Wright in KOTOR. Nice. Objection! I can't point. My avatar can't point. It has no hands. What happened?
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it?
Thank you. Might I question the witness?
When I get out of here, you're dead! Jolie, what are you doing here? Laura sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts... Just like old times, Jolie? You come swooping in. You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend.
This is why Jolie's on my team in this one.
Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed. Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alessa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead.
Ooh,
maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alessa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, obviously the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating. Anything else I can help you with? Once you...
I need to go to the hotel. Pardon while I go figure out where I left it. Because at this moment I don't know exactly. Ooh, and if I talk in a British accent, I'm gonna be a Sith. I cannot do that. Only Sith have British accents. British people are evil, evidently. So says me who watches nothing but British television. Or so it seems. Map. Docking Bay. Map. did it. Jolie, walk faster, you old man. Is it here? Oops. It is here.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court. No, no way I'm lying to the... What do you want? Elasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? Well, okay.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me? Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics, usually. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself. Oh, well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Since you put it... Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest. Seems so. But now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
That room's not important.
Glupor tong hit wanaji sarkat agi inko tune glupor mulira. Glupor yun tung chiwi ita. Bola un chikne mulira. Glupor inpani. Glupor chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Glupor nibo jimata wipun nage. Tong abang sun cham u glupor ninong. Glupor yun tung chiwi ita. Glupor inpan. Glupor picha ge borang turang. Lupar wangki yuma batmal. Kun muli ras limo poi tang abag sitshan lupar ninong kili. Lupar chiwa aita kan kicha na selka. Lupar nibo muli ra lupo ni sit. Lupar sha. Lupar pampa ki muli ra kunkin. Lupar chachopa. Tangi selkat mama jiko na. Lupar ag inkotune. Lupar no moli ra. Lupar chachopa. Lupar bagwa shang. Tangi twa. Loop.
On it. Done.
Ooh, a footlocker. Does this room not do anything at all? Really?
You're the one defending Sun. Well.
Got something on you? Oh, I get.
You, Jedi. I hear you're investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides. You can see the journey. Dear, dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both. No, of course not. You would have to be. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our... Time is a...
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our diplomatic corps. Thank you.
If you got a problem, go talk to our diplomatic representative. Don't bother me with it.
Got something on you? Oh, I get it.
I think I made it too far. Well, now I actually want to see what I can find at the Sith base, maybe. Now that I have pass cards, of course. Maybe they'll let me in if I just talk in a British accent. Of course. Like, excuse me, I am British. That means I am Sith.
I know you. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? You can ask, but I don't... I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Selkath knew anything about justice. But the... Is there... I know he'd already... Is there... Go. I know you. Shouldn't... If you have a past...
You there. I don't recognize you. Your pass card is out of date, and I don't... Commander Gran. You authorize... I don't know them. And they're...
What? Sound...
Remains. And then I'll... see. Demolitions. More persuade. We do repair. How long have I? Oh, that's secondary entrance, which means that's not gonna be what I want at all. Oh. I should have gone a different way and finished what I was doing first. Oops.
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in a...
Alright, I'm gonna be here. Alright, and that's it for today on the KOTOR. I hope you're enjoying, because this is one of my favorite games. It really is. But until next time, have a nice week.